right, so today it's pretty nice outside. I think we're gonna make a batch of yogurt. In the container with the blue lid, I made yogurt last week, and so I'm going to be using the yogurt that I made last week as the bacteria for this batch. Okay, I'm gonna attempt to hold the phone and pour some of this together at the same time, so we'll see how it goes. So you need half of a container of Fairlife whole milk. You could use any whole milk. I prefer Fairlife because it has low sugar and high protein. And then you'll need a teaspoon of vanilla, which just like in class, we took the vanilla beans and used that for something else and then made our own vanilla. So I'm gonna use a teaspoon of vanilla and 2 tablespoons of my homemade yogurt. And I'll put that in and then I'll whisk that up. So I have 1 teaspoon of vanilla I'm gonna pour in. And I'm gonna put 2 tablespoons of yogurt in as the bacteria. You could use any yogurt if you didn't have homemade laying around. You could use any plain Greek yogurt would work well. Put in the yogurt. And as you can see, this yogurt is pretty thick. This is the homemade batch from last week. It's more like that if you've ever had Noosa yogurt in the store. That's what my family says it tastes like. I've actually never had that, but they say it's almost identical to that. The texture is really thick and creamy, and it has really good flavor. Whisk together half of my whole milk and my vanilla and my yogurt. Pour in a can of sweetened condensed milk. And I'll have to turn off the phone to do it, but I'll actually use the spatula and get the rest of the milk out. Okay, and then once the milk is in there, you're gonna whisk that all together, and it's pretty difficult to do because that milk is very thick. And once that is whisked really well, then you're going to pour the rest of your whole milk in. Whisk that together. All right, and then I'm using an Instant Pot to do my yogurt, and so I'm just going to turn it on the yogurt button, and I already have it set for 7 hours because I make yogurt a lot. And then in 7 hours we'll return and I'll tell you what to do next. It's also important that you do not lift the lid as your yogurt is cooking for the next 7 hours. So you just push it back and leave it alone. Okay, so our yogurt is ready. It's been in the fridge for 12 hours. So now we're going to take it out and then it's ready to portion into individual containers. As you can see, it's very thick and creamy. So then you're just gonna take some individual containers and I'm gonna put 3 scoops in each one, but you could put just about whatever you want. And then after you have all those portioned up, you can put it in the fridge. Okay, so now that you have your yogurt all packaged up, it's ready to go in the fridge. It can be safely eaten in the refrigerator for 10 days. And remember, if you wanna use it as a starter, then you need to save one back and also use that one within the 10-day period. Remember, you can use any whole milk and you can also use any yogurt as a starter as long as it has live bacteria in it. So you can just look at the ingredients and as long as it has live bacteria in it, that would be a good starter. I will post the recipe in comments. Thanks so much. Have a good day. Okay, so we're going to plate our yogurt a little bit here. I've already put some yogurt in a dish to serve it in. We're going to sprinkle a few berries on the did wash my hands. These were just some I had in the freezer. Looks like some raspberries and some blackberries and maybe a strawberry. And then we're gonna put a little granola on. We are gluten-free at our house for the most part. And so this is just Kind yogurt. It's just a gluten-free or kind granola, sorry, it's a gluten-free granola. And then to top it all off, I like to put just a little drizzle of honey on. This honey happens to be from the Holton Homestead. We prefer to use local honey if possible. It's supposed to help with allergies if it's from your region. So we're just going to sprinkle a little honey around. And we are ready to eat.